What? Thinking that's impossible. 4 Bow Crusher Giants? Wow. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game, the best Magic the Gathering Arena channel for beginners and free-to-play individuals alike. Today we're playing Azourius Flyers. Yesterday we took a look at a free-to-play version of it that had 0 rares, 0 mythics, so very friendly for a new player to get into without draining their wildcard stash, right? And today we're taking a look at an upgrade guide to that deck. A few things have changed, so we're going to obviously take a look at those. We're going to run through the deck list like we normally do, talk about the strategy, talk about the changes and why they were made, and then get into today's gameplay footage, which is incredible, and then come full circle with our closing thoughts. We've got some big news in said closing thoughts, so make sure to watch the video to the end to catch that so you don't miss it. I'm live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST, and we have daily uploads on YouTube, and we also have a banging Discord that you can join. So with that all being said, let's get into today's deck list. Azourius Flyers free-to-play upgrade guide consists of only 2 fairy guide mothers. Normally it consisted of 4. It's a 1/1 flying. It has Gift of the Fae for 2. Target creature gets +2/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. This is just a little bit of bonus. We don't necessarily need the flying, but we'll get there. We have 4 Healer Hawks still, flying, a lifelink. It's a 1/1. This is a great card, right? 2 Termanders. It's a 1/1 with flying as well. Adapt for 8. Adapt is 4. This ability costs 1 less to cast for each instant or sorcery card in your graveyard. And we have a couple of those, so we could reduce the cost of this if the game goes on late, but we're not relying on it. We have 4 copies of Spectral Sailor, 1/1 with flash and flying. Pay 4, draw a card. Obviously, drawing is more important than anything. We have a single copy of Dovin's Veto, protecting us from a Shatter the Sky. This spell can't be countered. Target counter non-creature spell. We have 4 copies of Rally of Wings, an instant. Untap all creatures you control. Creatures you control with flying get +2/+1 until end of turn. We have a new addition because it's a rare, Skycat Sovereign. This is my favorite. It's a 1/1 with flying. Skycat Sovereign gets +1/+1 for each other creature you control with flying. You can pay 4 to create a 1/1 cat bird creature token with flying, which you can see on the right here. Isn't that thing cute? I absolutely love this token. It's the best. So this is our nuke of the deck. This guy can get very powerful. Moving on to our 3 drops, we only have 1 copy of Angel of Vitality, a 2/2 with flying, and anytime you gain life, you're going to gain that much life +1, so that's really cool. And then it gets +2/+2 as long as you have more than 25 life. So it could be big, but we had to trim down to make room for the Skycat. Cloudkin Seer for 3, flying, 2/1, whenever it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Obviously, if you know us, you know we love draw engines. 3 copies of Brazen Borrower. We had to add this because we love to stifle our opponents. Petty Theft is awesome. I call it reverse tempo. I guess stifle is probably a more accurate word. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Yes, please. That's great. The creature is a 3/1 with flash and flying and can only block creatures with flying. 4 copies of Emperyean Eagle, a 2/3 flyer with an Anthem effect. Other creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. 2 copies of Unbreakable Formation. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Addendum, which means if you cast it during its main phase, you get a special ability. And for this one, it is a +1/+1 counter, and they're going to gain Vigilance until end of turn, so that's awesome. Winged Worlds times 4 sorcery. This spell costs 1 less to cast. If you control a creature with flying, draw 2 cards, which is great. So instead of 3, we're only paying 2 here. Finally, we have 2 copies of Dispose/Deploy. Dispose for 2, tap target creature, draw a card. Deploy for 4, create 2 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature tokens with flying. Then you gain 1 life for each creature you control. So this is a nice way to gain life as well. These spells are accompanied by 9 plains, 9 islands, and 4 hollowed fountains. The deck list hasn't changed too much, but we did need to make room for our Skycat and our Brazen Borrower. So to do so, we trimmed the Cloudkin Seer, we trimmed the Angel of Vitality, trimmed our Guide Mother, and we trimmed our Termander, I believe, just because we added all those cards there, right? We've also incorporated the rare lands, which is really cool. So it's just going to make that deck that much more consistent because we're an aggro deck, so paying life for our lands is not really that big of a deal. That's the list. Let's get into the deck strategy. If you've seen the video yesterday, it's very similar. Just a couple things different. Link for that video is in the description below. If you don't have the rares, I really recommend you watch that video and use that as a base to build towards this, okay? So the general strategy is go wide. Play as many flyers as you can. Use your mana efficiently. So that means not having untapped mana at the end of your turn, or I should say the start of your next turn, because we do have Spectral Sailor with Flash, so you want to use that on your opponent's end step. So you want to make sure that you're not having land untapped for the beginning of your next turn, right? So you want to use all of your mana all the time. Flood the field with Flyers. Dovin's Veto only really gets used on things that directly affect your board state, which is Shatter the Sky, something that would destroy your game plan. Brazen Borrower should be held up with Petty Theft in case you need to bounce some big threat that deals damage to you, removes your creature, maybe an Annex with an Embercleave, something like this, you never know. Skycat Sovereign is your priority target. Get him out, get him big. That's going to be a 5/5, 6/6 flyer right away, you guys. So that's really cool. As far as draw hands go, I love to see the 1-drops. A Healer Hawk, a Spectral Sailor, a Termander. I love having these in my opening hand. Skycat Sovereign, that's a really nice 2-drop I always like to see. If there's a Rally of Wings, sure, I know I'm going to play that eventually, but I don't mind not having it there because that's a later game. That's like a turn 4, turn 5, turn 6 play. So I'd really want to prioritize having Skycat Sovereign in my opening hand as well. As far as 3-drops, you guessed it, I want my Brazen Borrower and I want my Emperyean Eagle. And then on top of that, I just want to make sure I have the land to get there. It's a very low mana curve deck. It's very aggro. We're hitting 3, that's all we cast as. And then we have 1 4-drop if we so choose, right? So it's very light, it's very fast. So 2 lands for sure. You want an island and you want a plane 100% of the time. If you don't have a mulligan, I don't care how good your draw hand is, right? You could have 4 Skycat Sovereigns and not the land to play them, and you're going to be screwed. So make sure you have at least an island and at least a plains in your opening hand, and then a 1-drop, a Skycat Sovereign, and an Emperyean Eagle. The other cards are kind of up to you to fill those in. Obviously, I like to fill it with other creatures. But yeah, so that's that. That's the strategy. You can use things like Dispose to tap a creature that might have life gain that's going to help your opponent survive, or something that deals huge threat to you. So you kind of use that to stifle your opponent alongside Brazen Borrower. So there's a few things that you can do to interrupt your opponent. Make sure that you're drawing to get to your Skycat Sovereigns and your Emperyean Eagles. Once you've gone wide and you have some of those key components in, then you want to lay in with your Rally of Wings, your Unbreakable formation, right? You can also hold your Unbreakable formation, play at instant speed to survive Shatter the Skies. That's why we've limited our counter spells, because now we have Unbreakable formation that can protect us from those wipes for 3. So that's really cool as well. Make sure to use your draw engine on Spectral Sailor and Step so you're not wasting any mana. It's a good way to dump your mana if you do have extra and you don't need to play your Dovin's Veto or something, right? Yeah, that's it. If you have any questions about the strategy or concerns, make sure to hit me up in the Discord and we'll discuss it there. That's the most efficient way. And that way we've got the whole community kind of operating together and things are much more conducive when we have different perspectives that are cohesive, right? So that's great. Make sure to watch me on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. I love your company. Daily videos on YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you're notified of our future uploads. And then, like previously stated, join our Discord. It's the place to be. We have thousands of dollars in giveaways. Check out the community's competitions and giveaways tab to familiarize yourself with that, introduce yourself, all those good things. We'd love to have you. Thank you for watching. Now let's get into today's gameplay footage. Don't forget to watch to the end because we've got some special news in our closing thoughts. So thank you guys all for your time and attention. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's get into it. Again, not a great opening hand, but it's something. It has our land, right? It allows for a turn 1 play. That's not good. We pull an eagle, which is actually ideal. If we get more eagles and more Skycats, that's what this whole operation functions on. Paying life. Yeah, he's gonna cycle instant speed. Good one. No blocks. Yeah. We do have our Brazen Borrower, which can deal with the Fox. Let's bounce it when it attacks. Or like before it deals combat damage, I should say. Let's toss that back to his hand. Let's Skycat Sailor. Right. If he attacks with his Draenith Healer, we could get the kill. So that's always nice. A little bit of trickery there. Back into his Fox. Into his Stinger, which is actually pretty good. Right, we have lethal next turn. Let's see if we can outpace this hot cycling deck. Right, this is one of my favorite decks. We're lucky enough to have Brazen Borrower to deal with the Fox, or we'd be dead. Right, that thing gets way out of hand. He flares my Eagle. Okay, okay. Good move, good move. Alright, let's put a token on everybody. Give him Vigilance. He needs another Zenith Flare, but again, he's not been able to cycle enough to get it to do enough, right? So, good game. Call me crazy. I'm gonna mulligan. Keeping this. And I'm gonna toss the land. We learned that lesson, right? In yesterday's video about throwing your land away. Mono red sucks. Can suck off. I used to be a mono red player, so I got a good chuckle when people hated on mono red. But now that I've not really been playing mono red anymore, get out of here. Get out of here. I really want to develop our soundboard, you guys. I've got a soundboard I want to maybe incorporate some funny stuff into. And, yeah, it should be fun. I guess let's try to offset any damage he's doing with a little life gains. My Healer Hawk's on Whey Powder, right? You know it. Not enough, though. He should maybe double down on his dosage. He's not buff enough. I mean, we could have saved him, but I don't know if that's worth it. I'd rather die slow. I sure wish we had life gain. Right? Let's get our Skycat out there. Do some wonders, then we can rally our wings together. Caw-caw! He's rallying his spitters. They're gonna shoot me out of the sky, I feel like. This guy's gonna Ember Cleave the heck out of us. And it makes me sad. But look how strong our Skycats are. That's cool, man. We know the Embercleave's coming. It just sucks. Doesn't it? What a sad day. Both of our Skycats die. Don't stare at me. Don't stare at me. I should not do that. That's ruining our video. One life. This is still a match somehow. That's a lot of land. We have a draw engine, but I'd rather see this. We'll toss our planes. That way it makes sense that we paid life. He's not like, what's going on? I like to keep our Borrower and Sailor for later, right? 'Cause just the flash effect is nice. To the bottom, so it was bad. Let's hold it. Right, it doesn't really do anything substantial for us. Maybe we can block with it, right? Get rid of the reef? I don't know. It's a weird situation, that's for sure. Another reef. Woof. Yeah, this guy's hot. Yeah. Okay. It's a nice hit. Get rid of the goose. We've got to avoid destruction here, though. Omnarth kills our Skycat. We should have used it on defense like we wanted to. Dang it. Oh well. Hopefully he doesn't have any flicker effects for his Omnarth. That would destroy us. Bomber. We're not too far out of reach, right? Wait for 5 next turn. If we don't bounce, we can use our Borrower to bounce if we need. Thanks to the Prime, Rogue Alchemist 31, really appreciate it. You're the best. Oh! Oh no! So the fun thing about this though is it costs 4. He's only got 3 lands, so before his end phase we stop. We bounce his Thassa, which is his removal. Say goodbye to her. Partial Beast I'm totally fine with. He's gonna tap to draw. If we can draw a rally. That would do it. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Oh, that's so close to being what we need. Let's get those hits in. Down to 2. We can flash our Sailor in and then use Unbreakable Formation on our Sailor. The next... Oh no, same turn because he has flash this turn. So it's not the worst, right? He will play his Thassa, and he will bounce his Omnarth to kill our creatures. Weird situation, but I think just because of the fact that this has flash, we're okay. Right, he doesn't have access to white, so no Teferi to counter our instant speed flash, so much better. It's surprising how far a little bit of evasion will get you, right? 3 itty bitty flyers. Send them in. Alright, so let's see him play his Thassa. That's his best bets to remove. But it's like if he can only remove 1, I can still kill with like the others, and he doesn't even know. Doesn't even know. Scampering Scorcher, really? Interesting. This is a turn of events I've not foreseen. What? Yeah, it would have been lethal if I had this main phase with the mana, but fortunately we didn't have the manners available. He's doing some shenanigans here though. He's got his 4 still, so he could probably bounce his Omnarth or something. I don't know what he's into. Right, hitting us for 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, and then Omnarth deals huge damage when he bounces it. I see, I see, I see. Okay. We have to block with our Sailor. Because Omnarth can be bounced in and deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage right to our mouths. So we've got to incorporate that 5 extra damage into our block math. I think we're good though, right? Because that taps him. We're good gaming each other. We both think we've got it won. He could have a shock, I don't know. Right, let's just mitigate 4 damage. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then he hits us for 5. Could be worse. I think we did a pretty good job there, right? Getting hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down to 2. As long as he doesn't have a shock, we're gonna be okay. He's got a thick mitt, so actually odds are in his favor, but maybe it's just not included in his deck, right? Oh, down to 1 actually. I thought we'd have 2 left. Uh-oh. There it is. There it is. Love it. I really like this hand. We have our Skycat and flooded 1-drops, plus both colors of land. He pays life for his Innkeeper. What's he drop on top of that? A Lovestruck Beast. Okay. It's been a while since we've seen this archetype. Let's go Skycat first. Get his Summoning Sickness off him. Right? And then next turn we're going to be blasting him for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. But again, he's got the Lovestruck Bee, which is just as powerful. Rally of the Wings is going to finish this game, though. Right? We have Unbreakable Formation and Rally of Wings. Perfecto, see? Oh gosh. I promise you guys, I'll get better at that. Shadow Spear is upsetting. Life gain makes it a 6/6. Ouch. That life gain might save him. I don't want to admit it, but I don't like the look of that. No blocks. Ouch. So we're definitely using our formation. I wish we could do both. Right? That life gain has just blown our life up. Well, no, we can make a cat for 4. That doesn't work. It's a big hit. If he didn't have the life gain, we would have had him, but you know, that lucky dog did. He's gonna gain 6 here, and we can hit for far more than that, right? Because we have a rally in the pocket. So you know we trade. We gotta do it. This is appropriate for us. I think we could have taken it as well and just rallied on top of the Skycat for the additional damage. But I really want rid of that beast. Let's see what else he does here. No, we're good to go. There's our rally. As long as there's no counter spells. Okay, he's got a borrower. 2 borrowers? No, he's just playing it for a blocker. Uh-oh. Let's get this back in there. Right, they're untapped. They won't die from him, so that's nice, at least. He doesn't have the mana for Shadow Spear. This is a good old-fashioned, well-played match, right? I like when it's not too one-sided. It's like, what's going on here? Both of us are at 9. Both of us have very threatening fields. We get him down to 1. He's got Shadow Spear, though. Let's remember, right? No haste with, well, Questing Beast. Let's not get ahead of ourselves again. Okay, no Questing Beast drawn. We win. Beautiful. We go first. We have Healer Hawks and our Sky Sovereign. Are we going to draw land? I doubt it. But every once in a millennium, a top deck comes along in which you can take advantage of. Finding a a vein of land, digging forever deeper for our land. I'm gonna be really interested to see people's feedback on my terrible zoom-ins. Let's get this guy out there right away. Just spending our mana efficiently, right? Spending both of them instead of just one. Yeah. Hopefully we draw another land next turn. Don't you dare. Okay, so I would probably take Rally or Brazen. I don't know if I would take Healer. Probably a Brazen Borrower is most likely, but because there's two of them, he might take another card, and he does go for the Healer Hawk. Okay. Normally, the Flash we play on our opponent's turn, but because it buffs up our Skycat, we play it main phase, right? We don't want to miss out on damage. Don't you dare. I guess we could have... No, that's opponents only. We could flash our borrowers in at this point. They hit pretty heavy, so he's going to need some form of life gain to mitigate their damage. Especially when Rally comes home after. He's looking for a sweeper. Cry of the Carnarium, Ritual of Soot. That's what his get is right now. Let's push our borrower in. Didn't say please. Mills us. Gets our Eagle after a land. Alright, let's keep Rally up to potentially protect us from a Cry. If not, we have Brazen Borrower into a formation. Right? If he tries to soot us, we have our formation, which will protect us with Indestructible. Right? But again, we're only doing 2 damage a turn. Yeah, let's try it again. I mean, if he counters it, fine. But this is what we need to do. And he knows we have it, so chances are he will counter it. I bet he wishes he did that on the first one. Keeping it nice and slow, we have a Spectral Sailor draw if we don't need to use our Indestructible formation. Right, he's down to 7 on his heels, right? Non-threatening. Yes, let's take that draw, please. Looking for an Emperyean Eagle. He milled the first one. We get the Borrower, which we can't play. Loving it. We could hit for 6. And then finish him off next turn, I guess. Let's rally into a Winged Worlds, just to secure and make sure we have it next turn. Will it let us cast this? I think it will. In that case... Oh no, we still can't cast this, it says. So let's make sure we... I don't know if it gets them both or just one. I'm wondering, because I feel like I can cast it. Let's just take the draw. We can remove our stop. We're not going to bounce. He's going to gain some life, but that should be easily mitigated by our damage. Ashiok's Erasure has really been seeing a resurgence in play, which is nice. I think it's a really good card. You play Ashiok's Erasure with Unmoored Ego. That could be a lot of fun, I think. Oh, interesting. Interesting. He's going to take the formation, probably. But again, we've got a lot of troublesome info for him in our hand. He's going to somehow need to deal with. Let's try to get a rally again. Or a land in another formation. I can't say that I mind the Skycat. I'm going to be honest with you. That really helps mitigate his Murderous Rider's life gain. As long as there's no counterspell here. I think there's going to be. Why would it be held up? Yeah. Woo! That's hot. I guess we should have went wide instead, right? Played 2 spells instead of sinking all of our mana into 1. That's something that we should keep in mind of. I'll get better at that. I gotta learn though, right? You gotta practice. I think we deploy, go wide, and then we get the kill. The Fey blocker. That sucks. Bummer. Still, a rally would do it. We have 2 deposes, which is really gonna help. Hopefully we can get a counterspell out of his hand here. This is his last one. He can't take it back to his hand, it just taps unless he has counterspell. And then we get our hits in. And then next turn we get the kill. Right? So we're not running out of gas, which is really nice. Even as he's been dealing with our threats, like, really nicely. He's gonna take his scries. Back down to 1. He really needs to find his answer here. Again, Cry of the Carnarium would destroy us and scry 2 to the top. Oh no, cover your eyes. Cover up, you guys. We don't want to see it. Don't show us. Don't show us, man. Don't show us. Now he's just going in for his attack, that's fine. No blocks. A-okay here. Of course he's gonna suit after he attacks. Why would he suit before? No! Ah! My life. We're gonna deploy, and then we're gonna rally. If he has a counterspell in his hand... Oh my god, okay. Deep breathing, you guys. That's okay, too little too late, my friend. Let's try to pull his counterspell out. Let's try to pull it out. Counter that spell. Yes! Ah! We stuck with it, you guys. We got the kill. That was a struggle. But, You know, we're pushing through. There's gas throughout the whole deck. It's not something that just runs out right away. All right, the hand looks all right. If we can draw land, we're laughing. I say let's start with our Healer Hawk, right? Just get that life gain going as quickly as possible. Kruga, could this be Luca Fires? Could it be? Right? Kruluka, that's what his name should be. We're on the play, so at least we have a chance if we can aggro out absolutely perfectly to get him if he missteps, right? Because he does have Deafening Clarion. So that's very bad. Ending our turn. Winged Worlds would have been nice to play, but it's all about the aggro here. We have to beat him to the punch. Mono red. No, it's not good. I'm so sad about what's about to happen. I'm playing right into his hand too. And we foresee it, but there's nothing we can do to get around it. I don't play my Emperyean Eagle. Oh, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have his Deafening Clarion. He wouldn't use single target removal if he had a sweeper, right? So the only reason he used his Bonecrusher Giant is because there's no Deafening Clarion in his hand yet. So that's something that you can kind of pick up on through your opponent's plays. Watch him play it anyways. If he plays it, I insist that he just top decked it. Ouch. Nice. We're just getting slammed. That is not good. Meanwhile, he's now on turn 4, his favorite turn. I wonder what card he'll play. I think Fires needs an intervention. I'm gonna be honest. No way. Dirty Dog's got 3 Giants in opening hand? Plus a Clarion? Woo! Who does this guy think he is? John Wayne Casey? He's packing heat, man. Play that Fires. I'm gonna bounce it right back, boy. Play it. What? Thinking that's impossible. 4 Bowcrusher Giants? Wow. That's incredible. Screw this guy. Give me that eagle off the top. Hitting for 6, that's nice. Lethal next turn. He's also removed every single thing we played. So we're doing very well. Plays a 5th one somehow? Okay, ECD grabs it. That's annoying. Right, that's very annoying. But it is his turn. And we get to draw with our Sailor. So it could be worse. If we could pull a rally. He's got nothing to pull from his graveyard. No blocks, plenty of life, we don't care. We're racing him. We are the aggressor here, not him. Oh! 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 So we fall 1 short here, but by golly, we're pretty close. He needs another Deafening Clarion. The chances that he has a Deafening Clarion plus 4 Bonecrusher Giants are slim to none. I will lose my mind. Let's see. He's thinking it through. Maybe we see a Control Alt Delete, Alt F4. He's here. Let's finish out. This is our last match of the day, you guys. Relatively good, right? He could easily turn this around and slay us, but as of right now, I'd say this is looking pretty good for us. He's got the answer, but let's pray he doesn't. I am live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. I love your company live. Really makes my day go by a lot better, and it's just mentally a lot friendlier for me to be engaging with people than just locked up in my basement. So he has to play his Cavalier because he can't find his Fires. We're okay with that. He tosses a Kenny, which is what I would have kept. I would have played the Kenrith because it's got life gain. But yeah, he's got nothing. That's a good game, and that is goodbye. Thank you. This was the Azourius Flyers free-to-play upgrade guide. We've incorporated a bunch of rares, a few mythics. So with the Skycat Sovereign, Brazen Borrower, and our Hallowed Fountains, we've really made this deck very strong. And then we've also brought in Unbreakable Formation to just secure us from those field wipes, right? So I think this deck is pretty reliable if it's something that you like as a archetype playstyle, right? If you like the Evasion Flyers that can just smash your opponent aggro style, it's a lot of fun. And I think you could definitely hit Mythic with this if you put in the time, just because it's like any aggro deck. It just comes down to if you can get the right draw hand, if you can avoid his removal and smash home. So thanks for watching, you guys. I'm live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. Don't forget to check us out there. I love your live company. It really makes my day go by that much friendlier. I got daily uploads on YouTube. You should always like, comment, and subscribe to those. Hit the bell icon if you haven't done so yet to be notified of all of our future uploads as soon as they come out. Join our Discord. We've got over 800 engaged community members of all skill sets, which is really, really cool. And I said I had special news, but it was just clickbait to get you guys to watch to the end. So join our Discord. Check out the competitions and giveaways tab. We do have our monthly tournaments coming up. That is the announcement. We have free entry to an Artisan tournament and free entry to a Brawl tournament for cash prizes. So if you're looking to grow your collection, it's a very intimate tournament. Only about 50 people partake, and it only lasts about an hour or two because we play single elimination. So come roll the dice, try your luck, win some gems on me. And yeah, I'd love to meet you. Thanks for watching. I'm Hello Good Game, and we'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Take care. Have a great day.